Hi everyone, Philippa van der Steeg here, Independent Unique presenter. I was just having a conversation with the lovely Melissa about brows and keeping them in shape, keeping them in check. Some of us are blessed with brows that don't overgrow very much and don't grow very fast, and some of us are blessed with brows that are bushy and jungle-like and cause us no end of grief. So we were talking about brows, and Melissa wasn't certain whether she really knew any of the theory about brow shape and how to get and maintain a shape that looks elegant. So I thought I'd get on here and give you ladies some tips. There are a lot of different opinions on brow shapes. Taste comes into it, obviously, to a large degree. Some people like a pencil thin brow, some people like ultra groomed brows, some more natural, some people like the bushy look, some people like a really high arch and some people don't. To some degree, there's a lot of variation because of taste, and there's a lot of variation because of the way that our brows are naturally shaped, so just the way they naturally grow. But here are a couple of general rules of thumb that you can use if you are wanting to shape your own eyebrows at home. This is geometry, kind of. So the first rule, I suppose, guideline. There are no rules. There are no real rights and wrongs. But the first guideline, you really want to think about where your eyebrows start. And the rule of thumb that I learned early on was that you could, if you drew a line from the outer corner of your nose through the outer corner of your eye up to your eyebrow, that would be where you would want your brows to start. There are some makeup artists who disagree with that. Wayne Goss from the UK is a case in point. He suggests that you can use the start point of your eyebrows to make your nose look narrower or wider, the bridge of your nose. That's a pretty cool theory. We could all try that out sometime. Might be interesting to see some results. But the general guideline, the traditional guideline, has been to use that line there to give you an indication of where that might best sit. Then you want to think about where your brows end. And the general rule of thumb again that I had learned early on was to use a line from the outside of your nose through the outer corner of your eye to your brow, and that about there would be where you'd want your eyebrow to stop. Now, my eyebrows can tend to run a little short of that, so when I am filling mine in with a pencil, where are my pencils? Around here, somewhere, under here. I like to use Younique's Moodstruck Precision Pencil in Prim. That's an eyeliner pencil, but works great for brows. I like to draw a little tiny bit past where my brow naturally finishes, just to bring it out to that line. Obviously, you can fill in your brows other ways too, but that's the way I've been doing just lately. And there has been a trend more lately, I've noticed, for brows that come even further than that. So really, it's up to you. Some people might prefer to use sort of from the middle of their nose out. That gives you a little variation too. Play with it and see how that works. And obviously, you can do that more, you can play more and more safely when you're drawing eyebrows on. So I would suggest you do that first before doing much in the way of plucking or razoring eyebrows. And the other thing to think about, the third guideline, would be where is your arch. Now you're going to have a bit of a natural arch anyway, but on some people that can be quite hard to see where that is. So a nice little rule of thumb to use, if you're comfortable with it, is again to use the outer corner of your nose through your pupil. And where that meets your brow, that will probably be a great place for the peak of your arch, if you like. Obviously, there are other things to think about. You want to think about how thick you want them, how thin you want them. As general rule of thumb again, you don't want them the same thickness all the way through. We want them more full in the inner corner, tapering out to the edge. I think that's probably fairly self-explanatory. Once you have worked out the basic geometry that you want to go for, you can pluck, you can thread if you're clever, you can wax if you're brave. I, at the moment, like to use an eyebrow razor. You can pick these up from beauty supply stores, order them online from like beautygallery.co.nz or somewhere like that. Because it's super simple. One of the problems that I had with plucking was that I often wouldn't realise that my eyebrows needed plucking until I was doing my makeup and just about to leave the house. I'm really busy. I don't spend like an hour dolling myself up to go out anywhere. I don't have that kind of time. We have 4 little kids at home. It's pretty busy. So, yeah, my makeup's usually done in a bit of a rush, which is fine. But then if you want to then pluck your eyebrows because you've realised, oh, it's a week since I've done them and they're like the Amazon now, you have a problem. And then if you pluck and you go out right away, you're going out with red, irritated skin. It's just how it works. It's just how it happens. It's like when you wax as well, the same deal. So I find the eyebrow razor great because I can just touch up my eyebrows just as I'm doing my makeup right before I go out. And no redness, so I don't look stupid. So those are the basics. I hope that helps you guys. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. Bye for now.